Hello everybody and welcome to this webinar, to this Rapid Use webinar on SAP BW, Deep Dive Audit for a Successful Transition. So my name is Jérôme Tocan, I'm the CEO of Rapid Use, and I am with Alexandre Rouen,
hello,
our technical manager. So let's start. We are going to talk about Rapid Use. What do we do? What is our global offer? We'll talk about our BI Smart Repository and then our business content, and we'll talk about how to audit and do some mapping on SAP BW. We'll talk about use case, and we'll talk about references, and we will take your questions and we will answer all your questions. Rapid Use, we are a software editor. We are specialized in SAP Analytics solution. Of course, we are a SAP partner, and our solution, our BI business content are certified by SAP. We are, of course, SAP expert, especially on all these analytics component, typically on the business content. And today we have more than 30 customers and more than 10 partners worldwide. Rapid Use. So what do? We accelerate analytics project, analytics deployment through thanks to what we call our business content. So we talk about that. It's our business content, and we centralize and we manage all your SAP analytics project thanks to our platform that we call the BI Smart Repository. It's a platform where we centralize all your reporting tools, all the metadata, all the different components of your reports, all your SAP data sources. And of course, we also have a very strong advanced SAP BW connector. So we can import all your BW components to audit and to centralize, manage your BW components if in order, of course, to do a transition, to migrate your BW component. So we'll talk about that. Alors, first of all, business content. What are our business content? So a few years ago, when we started this company, we built a star schema, data warehouse, data mart schema and script and concept on the core SAP module. So on SAP FICO, SD, MM, PP, QM, EWM, PM, PS, and SAP Ariba. We build this concept of fact and dimension views table. On the top of that, we build a data mart, right? Star schema, data mart, and we rename everything and we provide this concept, of course, of semantic layer. So we accelerate the deployment of analytics by providing advanced predefined data mart for the core SAP module, and everything is built on SAP HANA technology. So we have customers that use our business content or on ECC on HANA, S4 HANA, and of course SAP DataSphere platform. Okay, so we provide all this analytics accelerator on this new SAP world, everything about HANA, of course, around the S4 HANA system and SAP DataSphere system. Okay. This business content, we provide today more than 60 predefined data marts, about 20 cross-module data marts, more than 350 KPIs, and behind that we access to more than 1,300 tables, and we provide, of course, samples of report to accelerate and to start your analytics deployment. Okay, and again on the core SAP module like FICO, SD, MM, PP, EWM, Ariba, PM, PS, and QM. So through this business content, we accelerate the analytics project deployment because you have about 60–70% of your project that is already built. Okay, that is what we call the business content. So we are not going to talk more about the business content today because our webinar is around SAP BW. Let's talk about our BI Smart Repository. The BI Smart Repository is a platform, a web-based platform, cloud platform, where we centralize all our metadata components, all this business content, but we also centralize all the CDS views from SAP, and we of course centralize all your reports, all your view that the views, the CDS view, calculation view, SAP Datasphere view that you're going to create, and also, of course, we have a specific connector to BW. On this platform today, here are the different connectors that we have. So on the reporting tools side, we are very good on Web Intelligence, Microsoft Power BI, Tableau Software, SAP Analytics Cloud, SAP Analysis for Office, BexQuery, DigDash, the Fiori Tile, and soon we are going to also to provide the click view connector. And on the data sources side, today, so BW, it's what we are going to talk about today. SAP Datasphere views, calculation views, CDS view, SAP Cloud Platform, SAP Data Services. And soon we will have a connector on Talent and SQL Server. So, attention, we are not a data governance tools. We have a business intelligence and analytics governance platform. So we are very good on this connector because we do not, of course, bring back only the name of the connector. We bring back all the different detail of the report and all the different sources. So the main features are on the analytics on this BI Smart Repository. We have functionalities for the BI Service Manager, like data search, data lineage, and impact analysis. And more for the end user, we have the ability to, of course, because we bring back all the different reports, to have a business catalog, so you can view all your report by business areas. You can, of course, centralize and see all your reports through an analytics hub. And again, you will be able to see your report like business object, SAC, Microsoft Power BI, and all in your report in one single place. And also, we provide, of course, a hub of KPIs because we centralize all the different KPIs in one single place. Okay, so search, data lineage, impact analysis, and for the end user, more business catalog, hub of report, and hub of KPIs. Okay, so we are going to show you all these features, but through the SAP BW connector. So why do you need to audit and map your SAP BW objects today? Okay, well, SAP BW is old technology. It's on the market, SAP market for, I don't know, the last minimum 20 years, even more. BW is not going to be supported after 2030. And what are you going to do next, right? So we see today a lot of customers that think about the future of BW. To do that, at least you need to, of course, to be able to audit all the different BW components. Most of time, we see a lot of customers, they do not have any documentation because the BW cubes have been built maybe a long time ago. Most of times, the resources that build these BW cubes are not anymore in the company. And again, you don't know what is inside your BW, even if you still use it, and you want to be able to move forward and to think about, the next step. Are you going to follow the SAP path, which is to typically to use SAP Datasphere, or maybe you already have a data lake strategy like Azure, Amazon or Google strategy, and maybe you already have some data lake in place. So, okay, what are you going to do with your BW? So what if you could first be able, of course, to be able to audit your BW component? So focus on the SAP BW connector. Alexandre, what do we support today? What do we do on this component?
So our connector, BW connector, is compatible with the both version of BW. So the the old BW 7.4 or 7.5, BW on HANA, and as well the BW for HANA. But yes, in this migration scope, most of the time our customers use the classic BW 7.5. Then in the BW, our connector is going to extract the metadata relative to all these BW object types. So in BW, there are lots of objects that we can create. RapidViews and the connector provided by RapidViews focus on this list because this is the list that permits us to build then the complete lineage between the data source to the BEX queries and then to your BI reports that could be Power BI, Tableau, SAC, etc. So to do that, we need the data sources, the info object, the DSO and ADSO, so it depends of your version of BW. And then for the cubes, we cover the composite provider, InfoCube, the multi-provider as well. If you have a BW on HANA or a BW4, you maybe use the HANA external views. So we can also extract the metadata to then give you a cartography and a map all of your BW referential. The BEX queries, this is the most important object for lots of customers because this is where lots of KPI are built, and this is the semantic layer before your reporting layer. So this is very important for us to have the BEX queries. Then so the transient provider as well, multi-provider, and yes, the transformations. So this is an object that we had at the end of the last year. Very important object as well, because this is where you map your different BW objects together. This is where you create some routine, ABAP routine or function. So you have, our customer have a lot of complexity and a lot of data mapping in this object. So we are going to export all these metadata objects to give you then the lineage, the cataloging, the data cataloging feature, the analysis, impact analysis, and we are going to show you in the demonstration all this part.
Yeah, let's do a presentation and demonstration of all of that. So let's start. Let's say I want to search any information across my SAP BW repository. So how does that work? So let's do to your demonstration. So
I'm going to switch in the RapidViews platform.
Yeah, you already opened the RapidViews platform, right?
So this is a cloud application. Okay.
Yeah.
In this platform, we have already imported every BW referential that we are going to show you. Okay, we have an extractor. So this is a tool that is able to connect to your BW servers and then export the data with a JSON format to then let the user import this referential in the platform. Then the result is this kind of of referential. So here I will use a BW for HANA version to show you the different feature of this application. Inside we have a few BEX queries. Okay.
So what are the different layers? So here
on the top one. Here, this is the BEX queries. Okay. That are based on the composite provider of BW, and then you have your the fact table and the dimension table that are called in BW. It's advanced DSO, info object, or info source, etc. And then you can recognize as well the SAP standard data source. So this is all these data sources are standard provided by SAP, but you could see as well your custom data source starting by Z in this platform. Okay, so for the data search, so the first feature is the data search. So I can ask my BW referential to see, for instance, is if I have some objects on the idea of materials. Okay, so here I will see my BW referential filter on the concept of material. So here I recognize the zero material. This is the info object, the standard info object provided by SAP to export every attributes relative to the master data and relative to the product object. Okay, so you have the metadata. What is it? So this is the list of the columns with the technical name, the functional name, the type also of the columns, and you can see then the lineage. Okay, so here I can see that there is all these data sources that are modelized in these BW objects. Okay, so I have made a search on material, but I could also, I don't know, write a customer, and I will find every object that contain a column, a KPI that is relative to customer.
So it's using BW, but if you have a report that are connected to a BEX query, which is connected to a BW cube, you will be able to see all the data lineage from all of that, and you will be able to centralize any component of your analytics system within this platform, and you will be able to do any search on any component and see any kind of data lineage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is this concept of search as you just presented. What are the different data source of my report and on my SAP BW object? So again, you have access to this concept of data lineage. Maybe you can show again
just
all this data lineage. So it's this is maybe one of the most interesting features that we have, yes, correct? It's more used by our customers, correct?
Yes.
Why? Because today, most of the time, when they open a BW a cube, they do not know exactly what is inside.
Yeah.
Maybe they want to be able to find any kind of formulas and so, right?
Yes, exactly.
Business rules.
If you want to know exactly how the data are modelized, first you need to access to your BW server. But sometimes you are, an end user, Power BI end user, but you don't have access to the BW server. So this kind of platform, it's open, and so you can ask this platform to show you the data lineage to understand where the data is coming from. For instance, in these BEX queries, I can see every BW object that are the modelized. I can see the list of the data source. If I have a specific research to do on one column, I can also select one column of the BEX to see what is the data lineage of this particular column. Okay. So this kind of feature, BW do not have this data lineage at the column level. Okay. You could find a lineage in BW starting from the composite provider to the data source, but you don't have a lineage starting from the BEX or the SA or the reports layer. That could be SAC, Power BI, Tableau, analysis for Office as well. And also in this platform, we are going to show you more details. Okay, so for instance, in this BEX, I can see, for instance, on this one, the stock in quality inspection, this is restricted calculated columns. So here there is a business logic. Okay, so this is the stock quality, but the inspection is a filter on several value. Okay, so this kind of business logic, this is the metadata that we are going to extract and expose in this platform.
So any business rules, any formulas in your BW objects, cubes,
exactly,
you will be able to see it and to extract it from our connectors.
Exactly.
Our connector, correct?
Yes.
Great. If I make a change at the level of a SAP BW Cube, what will be the impact of the reporting layer? So it's what we call the other side of the data lineage, where we call it impact analysis, right?
Yes, so impact analysis. So in this case, I will start, for instance, from the two LIS data source, okay, very known for the material documents. And in this case, I can select my data source, click on my impact analysis. This is a table in the language of BW, but this is the like a table, and I can
you see where this table is used.
Yeah, exactly. And if I have my composite provider, but also my BEX, if I have some Power BI, some SAC reports, I will see this kind of information as well. So the complete lineage from here, in this case, starting from the data source to my reporting layer. Okay. This is the same concept that for my data lineage. So I have also an impact analysis that is available at the column level. Okay, so for this column, for instance, I can see how this technical column is used and named also in my different BI object. Okay, so this is a base unit of measure, and I can see where this column is activated. It's very useful to see in 2 seconds if my attributes, my material type, my material group attributes is available in my different reports.
Okay, great. Let's say now a new use case. I join a new company. I need to know the reporting and indicators available in my department. So in this case, it's what we call the analytics hub, right?
Yes, exactly.
So in this case, it's more, we switch from BW more to the end user side, correct?
Exactly.
Because we think this platform, you can, of course, through the SAP BW connector, you can import all your different objects and cubes. We also import analysis for office, your BEX query, and if you have a reporting tools on the top of that, we also bring back your business object or Tableau software, Microsoft Power BI, SAC, any kind of reports, correct?
Exactly. So this is the hub features. So first, the analytics hub. This feature is focusing on the reporting layer. Okay. So in this feature, we can see every reporting tools among Power BI, Business Object, Analysis for Office, Tableau, SAC, ClickView soon. And then you can have one data cataloging organized by business areas. And in this case, so we are very expert on SAP. So this is, you will recognize the different functional module of the ERP core module. So for the sales, for instance, I can click on sales and distribution, see the list of my reports that contain some sales data. Here it's Tableau, here it's Power BI. Okay, it's here, this one is an SAC. Okay, I can open it and see a picture of this report. But then I can also go at another level to see in the sales and distribution what is focusing on the billing phase and delivery, sales document, etc. So in the standard version of this business area, you will have the standard SAP module, but this organization, it's completely customizable. So if you have I don't know, business area that is known like the supply chain team in your company that centralize the sales and the purchase in the same brick, but you can customize completely all these business areas, create your own business areas, and also create your own sub business areas. Okay, so very useful to know, for instance, in the delivery customer delivery scope, what I have here. I have 5 Power BI reports. I can open the characteristics of these reports, see the description, a picture, the list of my columns. I can go again in the data lineage, okay, to see my data sources, and I can also click here on Explore to open directly the reports. We can configure the link of every report to have the possibility to open directly the reports. This is a very good way to give some proximity and to give some flexibility to your end user to have the possibility to open the report.
You can open the report if, okay, it's just a link.
Yeah,
after
exactly.
You're going to reuse all the security of your reporting tools to be able, of course, to open it. But yes.
So this is the
So it's a hub where in one place you centralize all your report. What we see on the market is today, most of the customers are using a legacy reporting tools like, let's say, Business Object. But most of time, typically in the SAP world, we see more and more customers that are using SAC, SAP Analytics Cloud. And in the middle of that, most of our customers also are using typically Microsoft Power BI. And sometimes, or if it's not Microsoft Power BI, it could be Tableau software or ClickView or whatever. So at the end of the day, as a BI manager, what if I could centralize all the metadata of my report in one single place? It could be very useful to centralize, to manage, and to see and to help also to the future migration to maybe to one tool to another one, because again, you have all the documentation which is listed here, because within a specific document, you can see all the different objects and all the different business rules and how this report has been linked to his semantic layer. Behind the semantic layer, if it's a BW, it will be BW cube. If it's business object, it will be what we call a universe, a semantic layer, right? If it's a Tableau software or Microsoft Power BI, it's what we call the data set or data model. So we go from the report to its semantic layer, and behind that to the different sources behind this report. And we are very good at that because we are very good to be able to display and to access to all the detail. Okay.
The KPI hub.
KPI hub, it's the same, but it's not the single. The entry point is not the report; it's the KPI.
Yeah. So, for instance, if I display, I want to display my list of KPIs on my customer delivery scope. I can go here in my sub area named delivery, and I have the complete list of my KPIs that are available on this scope. And then this is the same interface, so I can open the KPI, see a description. We can also modify the description if it's needed, and then I can open the data lineage of this specific KPI, and here I can see where the KPI is calculated. So here I calculate a KPI that is available in Power BI. When someone wants to modify a bit the business rule, the first question to answer is where the KPI is calculated. If it's directly in Power BI, it will be quite easy to modify, but then if it's a KPI that is calculated in your BW referential, it can be more complicated to find the good person to modify them. So this application will show you where this KPI is calculated in all the complete path, and you will see the business rule. So here, for instance, for this on-time KPI for the deliveries, I will see my my script, okay, that is done in my formula to complete and to compare these two dates, and then our connector is also able to analyze the data SAP data source. Okay, so in this case, we can see that we are talking about the delivery date and the requested delivery date, and then to at the end display a complete lineage, the most accurate as possible.
Right. Thank you very much. Very interesting. Thank you. Now, if I want to migrate a BW cube to in SAP DataSphere or within another system, what can I do? So we understand that we can have this connector, correct? So we know how to bring back the BW detail, right? And on the other side, at the beginning, we talk about our business content, or predefined accelerator or star schema, predefined data mart. So because we have both of these two different sides, what if you could import a BW cube? So we know how to do that today. Let's imagine put this BW cube within a wizard. We call it today our analytics wizard. What if this wizard could tell you which business content is the closest of this BW cube? And in this case, option one, you can use SAP DataSphere, because today we provide our business content again on ECC on HANA, S4HANA, or also, of course, SAP DataSphere. And why not, number two, be able from SAP DataSphere to export your predefined data mart, which is the closest of your BW cube, to any kind of data lake. And we have customers that are using the option one, and some other one are also using the option two, by the way. But option one, SAP DataSphere, it's a kind of ODS. It's a very good way to be able to start from all the complexity of your S4HANA or ECC on HANA system, to be able to build this concept of data mart, data warehouse, using our business content. And then if you want, of course, later you can, of course, export to any kind of data lake system. Okay, can you do a demonstration, please? Yeah.
So let me, I go back in the Rapid Use platform. I will select a demo migration referential. I will do this exercise on this standard SAP composite provider that is relative to the stock material stock estates. So our analytics wizard, this is a panel on the right of the application where you can select your BW cubes, for instance. So here I can add my BW cube, okay?
Within the wizard, which is the
exactly
right panel.
We could add several BW objects, okay? But for the demonstration, I will select only this one. I can select the output referential types, okay? So in this case, I will ask the application to give me the rapid views content that is the closest of this BW object. Then I play the results, and there is an calcul done by the application that is able to see the correspondence between my data source and my SAP table and SAP CDS. Okay, if you want to build the future BW referential, to convert your BW referential in DataSphere or in S4HANA, you are going to convert your data source in SAP tables or CDS. So this is automatically done on, by the Rapid Use application. Okay, here we are going to see every SAP table, so that are going to be used to build the same content than BW. Okay, so in Rapid Use content, the same cube is named DTM stock movement. Okay, this one is based on the SAP tables, and you can reuse this one to in DataSphere and then in Azure or another data warehouse. Okay, to have the same results than SAP. Okay, BW. Okay, and then you can see as well the different lineage to see every data that is modelized.
Now, again, to be sure, we have a connector on BW. So we know how to import a BW cube. All the metadata component. Again, within this platform, we only import metadata component, no data. Okay. Because we know how to do that, we know all the data lineage, formulas, everything within a cube, BW cube. Okay, all different layers and objects. Because we know that, we know all the underlying SAP table related to this SAP BW cube. Okay. And because on the other side, we provide, Rapid Views provide business content, right? We say about 60 predefined data marts that are based on the core SAP module like FICO, SD, PP, QM, EWM, Ariba, and so on. We know how to do a link between a SAP BW cube and a data mart that we provide. Correct?
Exactly.
It's what you just did in this demonstration. You select a BW cube, you put it on the wizard, you click OK, and then it show you all. It explains you that in this case, it's a particular cube that is called, in this case, VMMIM01. Okay, the equivalent within our business content is the data mart stock movement that is already pre-built.
Exactly.
Okay. And if he's not going to find the right one, he's going to show you behind all the different options that you could find within our repository or even within the CDS repository, because we centralize all the CDS views from SAP. What is the latest repository that you import on CDS view? You call it
yes, 2023.
Repository of all the CDS view.
SAP referential. There are approximately 70,000 of CDS view. So
70,000 piece of component of CDS view from SAP. Yeah, and so we provide also this. We have all these different CDS view within our repository. Okay, great. Thank you very much. Very interesting. Thank you. So it's what we do, right? We provide business content. We provide BW connector. Again, within our platform. Our strategy or vision is really to help any analytics manager, business intelligence manager, or end user to accelerate any project, to centralize, to manage any analytics component. As you can see, we are a pure business intelligence software player. We try through all different components to bring values to the overall SAP BI manager or business intelligence manager and end user. So the main benefits, we master the content of your, because you can masterize the content of all your business intelligence environment, because again, as you can see, we centralize all your report, all your views, all your BW cubes. You can do all this data lineage and impact analysis component to be able to see how everything has been built. Behind that, because we centralize for the end user, you have this concept of KPIs and report hub. And you can even, we didn't see this feature, but you can also view all your report by business areas, right, for the end user. Okay, and again, you can accelerate your BW transition because again, we import BW cubes, and because we have this business content, as you just see, we provide this link between a BW and our predefined data mart. Okay, great, thank you. Let's talk about our references. We today have more than 30 references that are using our business content and our overall platform. We have customers in France, in Germany, in England, in Switzerland, and in Canada. Yeah, yes, exactly. Let's talk about two main references on our SAP BW connector. Forvia, it's a main French customer. They are building the kind of cockpit for cars. for the automobile market in France. This customer is one of the biggest French SAP customers. They have hundreds of SAP BW objects, cubes. So we did a proof of concept last year, and of course they decided to go through our platform to be able to audit and to get all the different detail of all their SAP BW objects. So they are using our SAP Smart Repository platform plus, or of course, our SAP BW connector. Okay, so it's very fast because in a few days, we need to be able to connect to your SAP BW environment. We then know how to import all these components. Again, we talk about metadata component. Another customer, Audioptic, it's a French customer doing glasses. It was a customer that was in the past to do a migration. They decided to migrate to S/4HANA. They had an existing BW system. And Alexandre?
So they decided to migrate their BI referential built in BW on S/4HANA. So in S/4HANA, you have a technology that is named the CDS view that permits you to create the models and then export the data pre-modelized to go then, in this case, Audioptic, they used analysis for Office and also MicroStrategy. And so rapid use with the BI Smart Repository managed to map and to cartography and audit the BW system, and rapid use provide also the business content on material management, sales and distribution, and production planning to accelerate their migration. And so now we are in production live on this S/4HANA.
So it's a customer that used to have BW, but when they decided to migrate to S/4HANA, they didn't want to continue to use BW. So they were able to replace BW by our business content. It's what MM, SD, and PP. So this predefined data mart on S/4HANA, and we were able through our connector to be able to demonstrate, and of course we used it when we did the implementation, because we were able to import their BW and to have the equivalent within this CDS component using our business content, correct?
Exactly.
And we start from scratch. So we are not, this customer is not using BW within the S/4HANA platform. In this case, they are not even using SAP DataSphere because the customer was not using external data sources, right?
Yeah.
And they were able to have everything in one single place, in this case, inside S/4HANA. Okay, great. That's it. We're almost done. So again, feel free to challenge us to test your BW cubes. We are doing a lot of proof of concept these days, and believe me, we have a very, very large customer that have a very advanced and complex BW system built for the last 10, 20 years. So, we are eager to show you the value, to be able to help you again to centralize and to visualize all the jobs that you have done around SAP BW. We talk about, a half day, 1 day, and to install the connector and to test the connector. So really feel free to test our technology to be able again to audit your BW system, or of course later if you want also do a proof of concept, of course, on our business content that we provide on ECC on HANA, S/4HANA, and SAP DataSphere. Okay. Again, we have partners in France, in Germany, in Austria, in Netherlands, Ireland, Spain, United States, and North America. So feel free to connect them or to go through us, of course. We will be eager, of course, to help you. Alexandra, thank you for your help and all your demonstration. Alia Arnaud is our business developer. She will be very pleased to be able to answer any of your business question. And again, we can also set up any call, any technical, any advanced technical call if you want. That's it. Thank you very much. We are on time. Yeah, I don't know if you have any question on our solution. Let's open the question panel.
So how your BW is working technically? Does the platform application is directly connected to the BW server? So no, the cloud platform provided by RapidUse is not going to connect directly to the BW server. We are going to use an extractor that is a tool, an on-premise tool edited by RapidUse that you are going to download via the platform. Then this is a tool that you are going to use in your local environment, and this tool will connect to the BW server. You can use the ABAP connection, but also the HANA connection if you have a BW on HANA or a BW for HANA. The HANA is it's faster, but the ABAP sometimes for some security problematics, some customer decided to use the ABAP connection. So this extractor will request your BW server with HANA or ABAP, and then export the metadata format. Use the JSON format to centralize that in some files, and then the user, the administrator of the platform, is going to drag and drop and to import this file directly in the RapidUse platform. And then in the RapidUse platform, you can create some sub-referentials. So you can have, for instance, a referential for BW, another one for DataSphere if you want. Some in some project, we use lots of the retro engineering methods to, for instance, convert some BW to DataSphere or some HANA calculation views to DataSphere. So in the platform, when you import the metadata with the JSON files, you can create some several sub-referential and have all the BW object with BW referential, and this is the same for the technology. You have you are completely autonomous in the creation of the sub-referentials. So we work on a method that will permit the RapidUse platform to be connected to the BW server. This is not the case now, but I think that in the future, in 2 months, 3 months, you are going to have the both option.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. What are the advantages of RapidUse versus BW? Again, a BW, it's an old system, is not going to be managed by SAP in the future.
Yes.
Okay, it's an end-of-life product. SAP is pushing HANA technology and typically the SAP DataSphere platform.
Yeah.
And our business content, we started from scratch. We provide this concept of dimension views, fact views, data mart views, and semantic layer.
Yeah. So for the business content, we work only with HANA technology. So this is the future of SAP. It can be a CDS or SAP DataSphere views. For our BI platform, with the Data Lineage impact analysis feature, we are also better than BW because you can see the complete lineage between your reports and your data source coming from SAP or ECC or BW. So there is no tool that is able to have in 2 clicks the complete lineage of that.
Yeah.
And BW cannot do that because BW is only focused on the BW cube. And we know that our customer environments are very multi-technology, and this is what we have understood, and we try to show that in this platform.
So you do a lot of technical calls, technical meetings, and you work with a lot of customers. Alexandre, we see a lot of customers that are in the path project to migrate to S/4HANA, and most of time they have some BW component, or if they have some very large BW system, and so far they want to keep it, of course, or they try to think about how they are going to move forward, right? And in this case, they have different options again. They can migrate to BW4, or they can rebuild everything in SAP DataSphere, or they can try to do everything in S/4HANA.
Exactly.
It depends, of course, of your BW component, if it's multiple sources or not. So when you do all these kind of meetings, what do you see?
Then we want to, when we do this kind of workshop, we have to understand why the BW was used. Is there some historic data that are stored in this BW? Sometimes we can see that there is no history requirement on that, and finally we understand that the customer, thanks to the S/4HANA techno, is very interested in have some live reporting. So in this case, the business content deployed directly on the S/4HANA, it's a very good option to then build some reports like Power BI, SAC, Analysis for Office, that is directly live data. Other customers have a lots of history in their BW, have a lots of non-SAP data source as well. This kind of consolidation, you cannot do it in the S/4HANA because the S/4HANA is not a data warehouse tool. So a DataSphere, an SAP DataSphere, it's a very good option as well to centralize all this data. We see some customers that are going to use, I don't know, their Power BI connected to the DataSphere where the data is centralized. But we have some other customers that use, I don't know, a platform like Azure or a Google platform with, I don't know, AI feature, with lots of with a big data lake strategy that is connected to Azure, where this is the platform where the SAP data is modelized, and this is a great place to install as well our business content on SAP. So yes, every customer have their
different paths, different way, different problematics. So at least you can import and have a view and to be able to audit all your SAP BW component plus all the other report and so on. So again, we provide a centralized analytics platform to help you to, again, centralize, migrate, manage any analytics component. Thank you very much. If there is no more question, thank you, all of you, for your participation to this webinar. We will send you the presentation, and again, feel free to call us back if you want any further technical demonstration or proof of concept. Thank you. Thank you, Alexandre, for the presentation, for the demo. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.